York City is the largest city in the United States. 8 million people call this thriving metropolis home. It is one of the most influential and important cities in the world. Inside this global metropolis is an unseen and often unnoticed mission field. Internationals come to pursue their dreams in education, business, or government service. For them, New York City is a temporary home, a place to accomplish their goals before returning to their home countries. It is on this group that World Team focuses its ministry.
New York has been viewed for some time now as the capital of the world. It's kind of a promotional thing, but it's really true. In so many ways, the city is such a strategic area. For instance, the United Nations being here, most influential group of people gathered in the face of the earth, doing business daily. International students are here. Just an incredible place, and I think New York will and should always be one of those places that is targeted for ministry by the Church of Christ.
God is working. Each year, approximately 50,000 international students, 25,000 United Nations employees, and tens of thousands of international business people are walking on the streets of New York City. This is a global center where representatives from least reached countries are virtually on our doorstep. Many internationals arrive looking for the success they believe will fulfill them. They will return home with many accomplishments, but this team desires that these internationals return home with the knowledge of the gospel.
The very same people that we are sending missionaries to overseas, they're getting on a plane, and within 12 hours they're here, they're in New York, and they're walking on our streets. We have a chance to share Christ with them here before they go back to their home country.
The vision of New York City International Project is to see the least evangelized people groups of the world reached for Christ, and they are doing that right here in New York City. This is a strategic work, a global center for the spreading of the gospel. Yes, God is working.
God is at work. God is doing a great movement. He's bringing people out of least evangelized countries who are open because they're in a different place, and they're just asking real questions about Jesus Christ.
God is working. He is expanding His kingdom and bringing people to Himself. This is a church planting ministry. It is a simple church, a house church network very much like what began in the days of the early church. It is the aim of this ministry to be a church without walls that can penetrate every culture in an organic way.
Why house church? It's also reproducible. People can experience real community even in closed countries where you're not allowed to have a church on the street. You're not allowed to go to a building, but you can experience real church in a house church anywhere around the world.
Usually, our mindset is to try our best to bring people into the church, to invite or to grab people in the church, but it's very important that we bring church into people's life.
New believers are intentionally trained for multiplication and spirit-led expansion among their own people. This church without walls can expand and grow as internationals return to their home countries as trained church planters.
All the businessmen, all the students from the world, while staying here in the United States, learn Jesus Christ more in their life and go back to their country, share God's word, and to spread God's love together with their own people. That's really what I want to see.
Our overall vision is not simply to do evangelism, but it's to see internationals receive the gospel and then take the gospel back to their countries and see churches grow and multiply. Our desire is to teach internationals the DNA that will lead to multiplication and church planting movements in their countries.
At the beginning, I thought that it's impossible for me to start a house church or to even teach or to do anything. I just feel that God also deepened this desire in my heart, that I want to pick this idea, house church, go back to Taiwan, and also I want to reach out to people.
God has a great work to be done in New York City among the international community. Consider joining what God is doing in New York City.
I have never experienced ministry in the lives of people like I have since I came to New York City.
If God has laid this kind of ministry to internationals on your heart, come and join us. Come and join what God is doing here in New York City. Come.
I have a great desire to go back to my country and share what I learned from here to share with my friends and families.
First, God used the experience in New York to change me a lot, and then change my personality, and also strengthen my vision about like ministering for God in the form of like doing house church, and also like helping other people to grow in their spiritual life. That's the things I wanted to do with the rest of my life.